Back in May of last year, David Moyes managed his last game for West Ham United. And on Saturday, exactly 300 days on, he will face West Ham United at Goodison Park as the Hammers take the trip to Goodison Park to face the Toffees in a game that's going to be bizarre. It's going to be weird. And I've got a bad feeling. I hope you are all well. Thank you very much indeed for joining our match preview. Now, if you're a bit down in the dumps, if you perhaps haven't done as well at Cheltenham this week as you'd have perhaps wanted to, then we're here to give you a lift, hopefully, and try and find the positives of, or try and swerve away from the inevitability of David Moyes doing the inevitable and beating us on Saturday. Mike is joining me. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. I've had a bet on every race. I'm only a fiver down, so that's not bad, is it?
Only a fiver down. Well, there we are. There we are. It's been a funny week. Not many favourites have won, have they?
No, I've had a couple of winners, but yeah, I had nickels today, so.
Oh, good. Jolly good. Are you seeing the same as me, Mike? I can't see anything past David Moyes doing a job on us on Saturday, I'll be honest.
No, I can't really. To be totally honest, they're in great form, aren't they? And I knew he would do well. I just odds on he was going to go out there and get him out of trouble, and he's done more than that. Really, he's done really well with them. So fair dues.
Football swings in roundabouts, doesn't it? And I can see a full circle moment on Saturday. Now, listen, of course, this is the first time that the away contingent will see David Moyes since he departed the club. We didn't actually get to say our final goodbye at Man City away because of about 20,000 Man City fans decided to implode on the pitch. I don't know why. Nothing really happened. Of course, they won the league. So I'm expecting something. There won't be no malice there. I can't imagine there's going to be any negativity towards Moyes. But of course, there's that added an extra layer to this game, and add on top of that Everton's real resurgence under David Moyes. Now, there was lots of questions asked, Mike, when Sean Dyche left and they brought Moyes in. Same sort of manager, same caliber of manager, going to do the same thing, all the rest of it. He's turned them right around. And the first thing I think of is that draw against Liverpool, that Tarkowski goal in the Merseyside derby. That sort of epitomises the change that Moyes has made at Everton. He's done a revolutionary job.
Yeah, they have a go, don't they? They have a right go. And to be fair, they had a decent team. They shouldn't have been down where they were, really, I don't think. No. Yeah, and I knew Moyes would get them going. He's at home there, isn't he? You know, he spent so long there, and everything just felt right about it for him. And I just knew he was going to do well. Yeah, Saturday was going to be a tough one, I know, but I still fancy maybe scrape a draw at best.
Let's hope so, yeah. Now, listen, this is not a week where we sit here and go, we don't know what the opponent is going to do, because we know full well what the opponent is going to do, because we lived, breathed it for 4.5 years under David Moyes. So we know the way he operates. We can probably predict his time of substitutions because we know the nature of the man. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. They're at home, of course. They haven't got many games left at Goodison Park, and if there's any Everton fans watching, I'd advise them to save every second that they get inside of that stadium. It's always a good atmosphere in that place, and they've built up some momentum, built up a sort of head of wind. And look, there's been a bit of a break now, Mike, hasn't there, which was probably staggered their momentum slightly, where there's international breaks and there's FA Cup breaks and all the rest of it. So they haven't got too much form together in the league purely because they haven't played. But I feel this game more than any, the start is crucial, because if they start well, they get up, then I can't see us coming from behind to win, I'll be honest.
No, we have done in the past up there, but joking aside, yeah, we got to start well, keep the crowd as quiet as we can, and hopefully put a bit of pressure on them. It's going to be a funny game, isn't it? Both teams, we're better away from home, full stop, and we'll probably play that same system again, although people were saying it might change, but I should imagine he's going to keep it the same. And let's face it, we've played quite well away from home since Potter's. Yeah. We haven't took a battering. And I don't think we'll take a battering on Saturday, but it's going to be tough.
Will be. It will be. And listen, as I said, we know what Everton are going to do. We've got to prepare for that. And if they go 1-0 up, they're going to be incredibly hard to beat. And for us to get back into the game will take real commitment. And you are home form there, Mike. And obviously, this is not in question as much in this game on Saturday, but we've got to talk about it. It was not very good on Monday night, to put it lightly. I'll be honest, I thought Newcastle were there for the taking. I didn't think they were amazing by any stretch of the imagination. I thought they were remarkably average, pretty much like the whole of the Premier League this season. Now, if we'd have backed our ideas that we'd have got something from that game, and we didn't, and yet again, it prolongs the awful home form.
Yeah, I don't blame Potter too much. He's come in to a team that has been shipping goals galore.
Yeah.
And he had to do something about the defence, and you've got to start with the defence.
And he has solidified it, hasn't he?
You come in and take over from a guy where he's, the team's been taking 4 or 5 goal batterings quite regularly, not all the time, but every now and again we're shipping a 4 and a 5. And the defence looked shaky, and the defence just, at times, it just didn't look like they knew what they were doing, full stop. But now, at least, you can see something there that he's trying to do with that defence. Let's face it, it's 3 games, we conceded 1 goal. And that has cost us at the other end of the pitch, because we're not getting shots in, we're not causing problems to opposition defences. It's because he's had to sort that defence out, and he just can't come in and do the whole lot straight away. And I think we got to give the guy time to get it all sorted. Yeah, it wasn't great, and I think Newcastle were there for the taking. Defensively, I don't think they're great at all. You've seen Dan Burn trying to chase the ball there once and fall over. With a proper, striker, even someone like Antonio in good form and full fitness would have probably ripped him a new arse, to be told.
I mean, there was no doubt some of their players had one eye on the final on Sunday. Who can blame them, to be quite honest?
Couldn't blame them for that. No.
And we needed, and we should have probably capitalised on that weakness and vulnerability, which we didn't, which was a slight disappointment for me. I walked away. I wasn't angry. I was just a bit, it doesn't matter. Like, we're not going down. We're not going to get Europe. It doesn't matter. Any of these games, none of them matter at all. This is purely a prolonged pre-season to try and, get Potter where he wants to be towards the end of the season. Yeah, of course we want to win every game, but no, I'm not going to get angry if we lose. I mean, having said that, if we get battered on Saturday, I probably will get angry, but more to the extent of it's not do or die in that sense. And that's probably why, there is a bit of apathy out there with fans, I think, towards the end of the season, because nobody really, it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things whatsoever. But look, that's another sort of discussion. Let's take some comments. Evening, Michael. The MOYES derby upcoming. Can we mind show them we mean business? Let's hope so. Going to be a hard game, breaking down a low block with a low block. It's going to be fun, isn't it? A Danny Ings winner. Now, I'm going to disagree, because I think that Graham Potter absolutely despises Danny Ings. I don't think we've seen him at all. He does not like Danny Ings. And when we didn't have a fit striker, he put square pegs in round holes not to play Danny Ings. So, I don't think he's a fan of Danny, in my opinion. No chance. Don't want to see him on the pitch. Soufal winner in the 88th minute, and then he goes up and shushes MOYES.
Yeah.
The scenes. Terry, I hope you are well. It will be 1-9 either way. 1-0 is what you were saying, not 1-9. There we go, 1-0. Very good indeed. Terry saying hello to you all. I prefer the 1-9 score. So do I, to be fair. That would be a good afternoon, wouldn't it? Question for Jake: did Mike get a sausage roll for his birthday? Now, I don't know whether I'm missing something or not, but no one told me it was your birthday.
No, it's not my birthday.
Well, why is he saying that? It's lost the plot. I'm sure your birthday's at the other end of the year, isn't it?
November, mate.
November. There we are. So you got me really worried then when I just read that. I thought, Christ, I've missed Mike's birthday. Jesus Christ. But no, honestly. Dad, what? I'm bemused. I really am. Birthday, you say? Sausage roll, you say? Yeah, I'm being sent to Greg Saturday morning in the bright early hours to get the supplies for the lads that put in the miles. Mike, I mean, I put in the miles really, but they pretend, they put in the miles. Going to Everton on Saturday. Vegan sausage roll. Yeah, all right. Good one. Good one. We sold 4 of them last Sunday. That sums up how popular they are.
They'd be lovely with a bit of meat in.
Under Loppy, we shipped 2.2 goals a game, and the Potter has dropped to 0.8. So the defense is better, but attack is worse. And it sort of builds and echoes the point Mike was making. And absolutely, we've vastly improved defensively. There's no doubt about that, and that's what was needed. We can't moan that we've done that, because that was exactly what was needed. But as a result, and I don't think it's all Potter's fault what's happened at the top of the field. I don't think you can shift all blame to him. Obviously, we're for the vast majority we've been without all our strikers, and Ferguson has. I mean, I don't agree with this dealing of Ferguson. It's been a bit bizarre, to be totally honest. I mean, you've got the fella for another 9 games, you haven't started him yet. I mean, I know he hasn't given any indications so far of quality, but he's been rusty, Mike, and you've got to get the lad in from the start. Otherwise, he's just not going to improve. It's to be a waste of a loan.
It is. I think every team needs a focal point at centre forward, a proper striker. You look at Arsenal, look how they've fallen away. They've just not got a centre forward. As other teams, you look around and they haven't got proper strikers, and they're all struggling. And we are, because we have not got that focal point up the top of the pitch. Antonio, we'll moan about him at times, but he gives you something. He worries their defenders, and he's there. You know what I mean? He's there. He might not always do it, but he's putting himself around, and then that gives space to other players. And with those 2 up top, Kudus and Bowen, we've been getting away with it. But neither of them are a centre forward. Neither of them are a number 9. Even Man City got number 9s, haven't they? I know they used to play with false 9s, but they've got Haaland, or they had Aguero or whatever. I mean, you got to have a number 9 and a proper striker to be consistent, I think. You're not going to win every game, but we need that to be more consistent.
Absolutely. And I mean, returning to Everton, they've done well, Mike. They have, but I've just looked at their next games, and this is of interest. So after us on Saturday, after the international break, they go to Liverpool, then they're home to Arsenal, then they're away to Nottingham Forest, and then they're home to Man City, and then they're away to Chelsea. 5 games there against pretty good sides, right? So of course they're not going to go down, but if they want to try and build upon, if they're looking at their next 6 games, the most winnable, let's be honest, is the home game against us. When you look at West Ham, Chelsea, City, Liverpool, Forest, Arsenal, the most winnable game is Arsenal. It probably is us. So they will be targeting this, and it will be a test for Moyes in the next month or so, is how they adapt against those sides. So Moyes will be looking and going, this game really needs to be the one where we push the foot down even more.
I think there's a pattern with David Moyes, and I can remember the Everton fans saying it from before. They're all Everton fans are saying to me, "Oh, why did you get rid of David Moyes?" I say that you got short memories. Yeah. You've got short memories because you were saying about how he did well in his first season, and he always does, and then he drops off. Then he does all right again, and then he drops off again, and that's what he did at Everton. I think you'll find that he's done brilliant. He's kept them up. They've got enough points to stay up, because let's face it, those teams at the bottom ain't going to win over half of their games. They've only got 10 left. They're not going to
win 1 game, Mike. No wonder half of them.
I mean, yeah, no chance. We're all lucky. The ones that are struggling, which are above them, which is us, Wolves and Everton and Man United and Tottenham, that all them down the bottom are, they're miles off it. It's a shame. I hate to see it. The teams coming up from the Championship and dropping straight back down again. It's a shame to see it. I'd like to see a team come up and have a proper go. And it's been a while since that's happened, really. I suppose Notts Forest is the only ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Leeds is the obvious candidate next season, so I'll give it
Yeah,
a go.
they'd be capable of coming up and having a crack at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see what happens with Everton, like I say.
Absolutely. Michael's just question for Jake. If it doesn't matter, then why not give Guilherme a go? I mean, it's a valid point to make. The one caveat to it I will make is that he's currently sticking with this 3-5-2 formation, which limits his options quite a lot for a player like Louis Guilherme. I mean, unless he's going to play him in that midfield, then he's not going to drop Bowen or Kudus, which then you could take back to the Ferguson point and say, where's Ferguson fitting in here? If you're not dropping Bowen or Kudus, your two front men, where's Ferguson fitting in? So listen, he's closed himself into this corner with this 3-5-2 formation. I mean, there's got to be a defensive midfielder in there as well as the wing backs, and then Paqueta. I mean, this could be Paqueta's last game in a West Ham shirt if things go sour when the trial starts next Monday. But yeah, I think the formation restricts Potter's ability to get players like Guilherme and Mike. Would you agree? This sort of 3-5-2 that he's sticking with?
Definitely, because he's going to be only playing as one of the front three, isn't he? Really, realistic. Yeah. So we're not playing with a front three at the moment. So yeah, it's difficult. I mean, because if you look at it, you think, oh, it could be a 3-4-3, but it's not been a 3-4-3. It's been basically a 5-3-2.
5-3-2.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ollie Scholes might need a rest as well. To be totally honest,
that was my next question, because he's come into not vast criticism. That's just not what's happened. But there's been a few people who went, last couple of games. Let's just say he didn't reach the dizzy heights of his first few games, let's say. So, I mean, do we say rest this game, but then we haven't got a game for another 2 weeks after this, Mike? So
that's the problem. I think with him, he looks a player, and he really does. But I don't think you can keep the pressure on him at the moment. I think you need to dip him in and out a little bit.
It's a lot to take in for a 19-year-old, isn't it? He came in, he was jumped in at the deep end, and you can't expect him to adapt in every situation, can you?
No, he's done brilliantly, and he's gained valuable experience playing in these games. And I really like the look of him. And he could be the left back for the next God knows how many years. Yeah. But he's still got a bit to learn yet. And I think it might be the time to just pull him out of this one and put someone like Emerson back in the side.
Emerson back in, yeah.
Yeah.
Potentially. Yeah, that is a talking point.
I would be shocked if he does that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm in agreement for sure. I mean, rumours have it that that there's a new car for Jake to do the hard yards in, and we have the car update. So, Mike, Terry's gone through 4 cars in 9 days, right? I say it's the erratic driving, but others have said it's, temporary problems with it, and it keeps breaking down. Honestly, he's best mates with the AA guy now. After going through 4 cars in 9 days, I can confirm that I've had the current car for 6 days now with no issues. Wow, I mean, what a medal for that. Everton, here we come. So
my van broke down this week as well. So.
Did it? Oh, honestly, wow. Didn't even get to say goodbye to the to the limo that has taken us everywhere for the last 2 or 3 years. That just went bang. Then he got this other one and that went, and then he got this brand new one and that went as well. And now he's got something else. Honestly, well, if I get stuck on some motorway at 10 o'clock on Saturday night, only the best for West Ham official. And honestly, there better be no problems. I'm telling you.
Maybe you ought.
Pardon?
Maybe you ought to drive up there.
Yeah, I mean, well, maybe I should drive up there. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, but actually, I drive, but we might not get there. I drive, but we might not get there. And another talking point on Saturday is talking of birthdays. It is Mr. Terry Newsham's birthday on Saturday. That's it. That was his dream, right, for his 60th birthday. To go to Everton away, to stand and and we have got quite a restricted view in the lower tier, to watch West Ham versus Everton, to see David Moyes get one over us one final time. Terry, I mean, what more could you ask for on your birthday?
A Greg sausage roll.
That's what he's getting. That's what he's ordered, right? That's what he's demanding from me.
You can stick a can in it.
Honestly, I'm going to get down there Friday night and get the cheap ones. 2-1 to West Ham. There we are. 2-0 to West Ham. 1-0. There's a bit of confidence going in.
Ooh.
I like it. Premier League will be a closed shop soon. Such a huge gap. Now they come. Now they come straight back up and go straight back down. Absolutely, they do. Then I would let Guilherme go and have a career somewhere else. That's a fair point. I mean, it was a bizarre signing, wasn't it? If we're honest, we wouldn't make the end of the road if JC was drawn. That's just wrong, right? I am a really, really content and observing driver. I tell you, just you wait till I pass the test. Lee, thanks for joining us. Hope you're well. Michael Emerson is better attacking than Skulls, so I would give Skulls a breather. 2-1 to West Ham from Sharky. So talking of predictions. I don't like it just me and you, Mike, because then when I go predictions, I can usually, palm off to somebody so I can have a think. But now I've got a stall to have an internal think in my head to get into your head, because I'm going to go Everton 1, West Ham 1.
No, I wasn't going to go there, actually, Jake.
Really? Wow, I'll tell you, that's 2 weeks running that I've missed it.
I think there'll be more goals in this game.
Ooh, Desmond?
Yeah.
There we go. I got it second time of asking. No, that did cross my mind.
I did say 1-0 the other night, didn't I? Newcastle.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. So Desmond 2-2. Scorers for West Ham.
I think Souček might get on the sheet
yeah.
again.
Yeah, and of course, that comes after rumours that David Moyes wants to try and sign Thomas Souček for Everton in the summer. So and of course that also comes off the back of Thomas Souček masterfully bending one into the corner at Everton last year. Probably one of the best moments I've ever had in any away end ever. That was no word of a lie. I don't think I'll ever forget it. On the edge of the box, or no, he was just inside the box, outside of the foot. When he struck it, I thought, Christ, I'm gonna have to duck here. That's coming towards me. And no, straight into the top corner. If we can replicate anything of the sort, anything of the caliber of that away day last year at Everton, then we're on to a good one, Mike.
Definitely, that was a good game. That was for us. Although we struggled for most of that game, didn't we?
Struggled for most of it, yeah.
Souček, great strike, and then was it Alvarez run through?
Alvarez ran through. Alvarez has only burst of pace in his West Ham career to make it 3-1, and then we knew we were going to win.
He did disappoint me the other night, Alvarez. Every time I just didn't know what to do with it. I don't know.
I sense we're lacking a bit of energy in Mike.
And he goes back there he was again.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know what I just said. I think we're lacking a bit of energy in Mike. Yeah. No, we're not lacking any energy in Mike. We're lacking energy in midfield is what I was trying to say. We need a bit of fresh energy in that. And when I thought of that in my head, the first thing that came into my head was Andy Irving. I'm going to be totally honest. Now, look, you can make the joke all you like, but we're lacking some energy in there. We need somebody that's going to run about a bit more, because we're a little bit too, one-paced in midfield, I feel. There's no real pace in there. There's no real buzzing about. Yeah, Ward-Prowse is okay. He's nothing special. Alvarez is going to do his defensive work. But I feel like this game is suited to a bit of Andy Irving, just for a bit more enthusiasm and to add a bit of impetus to that midfield, in my opinion. But that's just me. But something a little bit different, because it's become a little bit one-dimensional and slow in there, Mike, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. And Irving wouldn't be a bad shout, actually, Jake. That's a fair shout. They're all the same pace, aren't they? All three of them. That's why I would have liked to seen Kudus given a go in the middle.
Yeah.
A bit deeper.
Absolutely.
Just, in behind the front two. Ward-Prowse, he's done really well since he's come back, but he's tidy, isn't he? He's never going to go in there, win the ball and beat 2 or 3 and have a shot. He's not that sort of player, but we do need someone like that.
Yeah, Man United are 1-0 down.
I wanted a Nana when he came available. That sort of player we need in the middle of the park.
That pace and energy, absolutely. We're going to leave you with the fact that Manchester United are 1-0 down and are currently exiting the Europa League. which is a great shame, isn't it? Thank you very much indeed for watching. Drop a like on the video and subscribe to West Ham Official if you're new. Normal routine, Saturday, road trip, vlog, reaction, shorts, everything will be brought to you right here on West Ham Official. But until then, from me and Mike, thank you very much indeed. Mike, have a fantastic, I was going to say have a great weekend because I've got an inset day tomorrow.
Oh, you were off, are you? Oh, yeah. It's my granddaughter's birthday on Saturday and we're going to Bristol. We're having a party up there. So.
Oh, how nice. How nice. I'm sure you enjoy that. Now, see, I've gone in today, but I'd also like to add on record I'm working tomorrow as well. So there we are. See, no rest for the wicked, Mike. Thank you very much. From us, come on your minds, and we'll see you soon right here on West Ham Official. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
See you later.